here with wide receiver Taj Davis prior to the Pac-12 opener in Seattle against Washington on Saturday. We'll go ahead and get started with questions from Jeff Ferrato with Cal Sports Report.
Taj, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. How excited are you to go back to Husky Stadium? And can you just talk about again the process of why you decided to leave and how you picked Cal?
Yeah, most definitely. Well, first and foremost, I'm extremely excited to go back and be able to play in that stadium, being on an opposing team this time. But yeah, me making the decision coming to Cal, it was solely based on just opportunity that I saw here and the offense that I saw here as well under Jake Spav. But yeah, I'm extremely excited to go back into that stadium because I know it's going to be a packed out crowd. So I'm excited for the atmosphere for sure.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
All right, if you have a question for Taj, go ahead and put it in the queue now. All right, let's circle back and go back to Jeff Ferrato.
Hey, Taj, can you talk about the guys you left behind, the wideouts, and particularly Romaun Davis and your impressions on him?
Well, yeah, all those dudes. I'm still real close to all those dudes. But yeah, my impression on Rome. You see, he's an extremely gifted player. Real fast dude. Extremely confident, and I feel like he's been carrying that on. From the outside view, looking at him now, I see that he's just kind of stepping into those shoes that they want they want him to wear over there at UW. But yeah. He's an amazing player. All those dudes are real good people. I'm sure they'll say the same about me.
What does your defense have to do to try to slow down this offense that they've got?
Oh, they just got to be physical. I say bring the fight to them. Our defense is doing a very good job at turning the ball away. So if they can do that as well, that would definitely be something that would help us, most definitely.
All right, we'll go to Jim McGill from Bear Insider.
If you were offered by Cal out of high school, right? And if so, what kind of a role did that play in your comfort level in making the switch over to Cal?
Yeah, I was offered out of high school. It was real comfortable just knowing that it was the same head coach, Coach Wilcox, and just knowing that he still had a want for me. After seeing what it is I can do with the amount of opportunities I got at Washington, the film I had built in my resume, and him still wanting for me to come play for him. So just being able to have the same head coach that offers you at a high school, offer you again, that was definitely something that was big for me.
All right, we'll go back to Jeff Ferrato.
I'm actually good. Thank you.
All right, anyone else with questions for Taj? We'll go to Matt Moreno from Rivals.
How would you rate just your first 3 games here at Cal?
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, just how would you rate your first 3 games at Cal?
I feel like we're going out there, we're going hard. But I think there's some more chicken left on the bone for sure. And yeah, just keep it real short. That's really it. I feel there's more chicken left on the bone, and we're gonna get to it though. We're definitely gonna get to it.
That could be viewed 2 different ways. You could look at it as like, oh, you left points on the board, or there could be like, hey, we haven't reached our full potential. How are you guys kind of viewing that as an offense right now?
Exactly what you just said. I don't think we've reached our full potential. I think there's definitely more room for growth. But you always want to peak at the right time, and I feel like we're doing a good job and continue to grow each and every week in, week out, day in, day out, and we're definitely going to be prepared for this game.
You're one of the guys in camp that was really responsible for a lot of the explosive plays.
Yes,
what's going to be the key to maybe getting more of those as an offense as you guys move forward now?
Yeah, just the opportunities and capitalizing on your opportunities, because we all know that we're going to have to have a balance, run and pass this game. So just capitalizing on those explosive opportunities, those downfield throws, and, completing the ball and making those catches is something that's definitely huge this week for us.
All right, we will go back to Jeff Ferrato now.
Just sort of staying on that same topic, Taj, you guys are averaging 33 points a game, but that's actually only 8th in the Pac-12 because teams are so prolific. Mm-hmm. How important is you guys increase that and score even more?
Yeah, it's very important, obviously, to try to be one of the top not even one of the top offices strictly in the conference, but in the nation. So that's something we're definitely striving for each and every day. And like I said, you want to peak at the right time. So I feel like we're definitely growing as an offense and becoming more explosive.
And given how good the league is offensively, is it something you guys actually have to do to be competitive?
Yes, I mean, I think so. Being an offensive player, I think each and every time, when we get the ball and we get an opportunity to drive down the field, I feel like it needs to be punched in. It needs to be scored. So, yeah, definitely.
And it seems like there's a quarterback duel going on from listening to your coaches. As a receiver, do you have a preference? Does it matter, or do you have confidence in all your guys, or how do you look at this?
Oh yeah, I have confidence in both guys and all the guys really that are back there operating. Yeah, I have complete confidence and when the ball's in the air at the end of the day, being a receiver, it's ours. So it doesn't really matter who it is that's throwing it. It's just when the ball comes, we're supposed to go and go get it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go back to Matt Moreno with Rivals.
Listening to the coaches, they made it seem like it's okay for you guys to have that extra motivation, knowing that you're going against a top-ranked team, all that type of stuff. Coach Val mentioned that you kind of tried to downplay that a little bit, but how can you guys? Is it okay for you guys to have that extra motivation, going like, hey, we want to prove ourselves against another prolific offense?
Most definitely. I don't think you should ignore anything that is just facts. Like if they're ranked, if they're a ranked offense, we need to use that as motivation to allow us to go out there and play our game. We already are motivated, self-motivated team, and we're trying to execute whatever it is we're trying to do regardless. But knowing that we have a huge opportunity right here in front of us, you can definitely use that as motivation just to push maybe a little bit harder in practice, a little bit harder, so you can make sure you make that play on Saturday.
All right, we have a new addition, Mike Borrell from the Seattle Times. Mike, do you have a question for Taj?
Hey Taj, yeah, I covered UW out here and covered you for the last couple of years. I'm just curious, you know all these guys, you know this offense. Is it a surreal feeling to be coming back here a year later? And what's it been like seeing what these guys have been doing from the outside?
It's been amazing. Those are all my real close friends, so I'm always proud of them. Just being able to see them go out there and compete at a high level. For me, yes, this is a surreal feeling, I would say, being able to go back there and compete against those dudes. When I've done it my entire career, it's something that I've been looking forward to. Definitely something that I circled on the calendar, and the fact that it's here now, I'm excited.
And if I can just ask one more really fast, you may have talked about this already, but you had a good thing going, and you were a contributor here, and just to make the decision, I know it must have been hard for you, but how difficult was that, and what all went into that idea that you needed to start fresh somewhere new?
Yeah, that was definitely a hard decision for me to make, but it was solely based on just where it is I saw myself and the opportunity that laid itself, just other schools and just the certain roles they had available. So that was definitely something that motivated me to make my decision. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.